Well, hello, my beautiful Scorpio. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your twin flame reading for the end of February right through the end of March 2024. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I will never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful. There's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Scorpio, this is your twin flame reading. Please make sure you know what a twin flame connection is, because so many comments in the box below. I'm definitely seeing there's a lot of false flames out there. If anyone is emotionally, physically, or mentally abusive, that is not a twin flame connection. That is more likely to be a false flame, and it will waste your wonderful time and your beautiful love. So just make sure you know the dynamics of a twin flame connection. Twin flames, they are magnetic. When you meet your person, sorry, I'm going to tell you now in a moment. I'm just being distracted by an image that's already coming up in the water very strongly. It's a heart that has lots of fire around it. So, I mean, that can indicate passion, but also it can indicate pain. So, I feel some of you are feeling, yeah, they're actually giving me the word painful. So definitely I see some of you are going through a really difficult time with this, because this reading is basically for twin flames who are currently in separation. So I'm sending you a huge hug out there. They were just showing me this image. So, I mean, it can also mean that your passions are so intense and you just feel sometimes overwhelmed by your feelings for your twin flame, and you're trying to make sense of the separation period. So it could also be a sign or symbol that you're going to see over the next coming weeks that indicate you're about to hear from your person. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it like that and move away from that image with respect. Basically, twin flames, they are magnetic, okay? It's a relationship like no other. It's actually an activated relationship, so it's more about accepting your spiritual awakening than it has to do with, the twin at first. It's meant to spin you both off to be separate in order to work on your spiritual goals, to elevate in some way, and then come back together in union. A twin flame connection is actually, it has a certain dynamic, which is there is a chaser and a runner and a separation period. And whilst it is difficult to acknowledge that the twin flame is a projected relationship, when you meet your twin, you're actually looking in a sort of spiritual mirror at all the things within yourself that need to be healed. Your twin tends to trigger things within you that you need to look at in order to process them and spiritually evolve. And your twin, of course, is doing the same thing. So there tends to be one twin who is more emotionally mature and more spiritually aware than the other. And it doesn't always have to be like that, but the majority of time it is like that. And the chaser tends to be more open to that level of intimacy and depth of emotions, because they're willing to do the spiritual work. And the twin who is the runner, they tend to avoid their feelings because they're looking in that spiritual mirror and they can see all the things that are within them that need to be healed. Things that they have been running away from their whole life before they've even met their twin. So your twin is actually running from things within themselves that have caused them difficulties, fears. These could be like, obsessions, addictions, insecurities, trust issues. So I feel it's really important to recognize that it can feel really personal. It can feel, it's rejection. When I met my twin, I'd actually come out of a very damaging relationship with somebody else. And I was in pain. I was a shell of a person when I met my twin. So immediately I actually pushed them away. I kept them at arm's length, even though my soul was screaming out that I wanted to tell my twin I loved them, that I wanted to be with them, and it was a otherworldly experience like no other. I couldn't bring myself to do that. The ego part of me that had been damaged by another person, another experience, it kept me in fear. It's almost like had me in a chokehold, to be honest. And so I pushed my twin away. And, you know, I can say from a viewpoint of a runner that I loved, and I loved hard. But at the same time, I was scared. So I denied my feelings. I felt, you know what, I'm super independent. I don't need anybody. I don't want anybody. I've got stuff going on. I'm just going to do life. And I was coasting. You know, I was avoiding that depth that a Scorpio can go to, and it was out of fear. So I feel it's really important to recognize that even though your twin is avoiding part of themselves and, you know, denying the love that is between you both, it's something that they still feel. You know, they're not just like numb. You know, I feel they may actually numb through substances sometimes. And that's what I was doing when I was very young and unevolved at that time. I was running away. And it's important to recognize that there is still a depth of feeling that exists. And of course, you know, my twin kept trying and trying and trying to reach out. And the more I pushed, you know, the further away, of course, that person felt. So they took a real step back. And that gave me the space and the breath to really like figure myself out, because twins, they tend to be separate on purpose. You know, there is a separation period for a reason. And that is because both parties, twin flames, they normally have a mission or a calling in the lifetime that they find themselves in, and they need to adhere to that. So it's really important to recognize that sometimes you're separated on purpose, but it is a process. It's a difficult one, and not everybody takes the journey of life and love with their twin because it is so hard. And we do have to remember, and I'm not here to give anyone an excuse or a way out or anything like that. I'm here to try and understand both sides of the journey in order to see what the outcome can be at this present time. Okay, so I'm tapping into the next 6 weeks or so with you and your twin, how things are going at the moment and how things are going to potentially work out there for you as well. But it is worth recognizing that both twins have a spiritual path, and we all have a set of choices to make. And sometimes it's not readily available, or, you know, the twin is not aware that their spiritual path that they're avoiding is actually keeping them away from their twin. So that's when twins may try to come back all the time, but they haven't done the spiritual work. So it ends up in the same cycle, a cycle of repeat. So you have your spiritual path, my beautiful Scorpio, and you are delving deep. Remember, we can only meet each other as deeply as we have met ourselves. And your twin, of course, is playing catch up. So, you know, sometimes we have to wait. Some people say, how long will I have to wait? Well, it depends on the spiritual path that your twin is on. If they are really headstrong and stubborn and, you know, avoiding doing the spiritual work, then it's going to be a long time. I always say, do not wait for your twin, okay? Because it's so important. We are all energy, okay? And I really like to describe twin flames as magnets. I really apologize if you've heard this before, but some people come to this reading without knowing my reading, so I am going to discuss what it means to be in a twin flame. Think of magnets that are identical in polarity, okay? Both of you are the same energy, and those magnets, they attract each other, but they also repel each other. There is a space in between. Remember, we are all energy. So if the chaser keeps reaching out or thinking about their person, you know, the space remains the same. The twin is always going to be at the same distance. So that twin who is the chaser, they need to put all that unconditional love, care, devotion into their own life and into their own heart, because twins, you know, they tend to trigger things within ourselves that have remained unhealed. So when my twin came in, you know, I had been very damaged by a previous person. I had trust issues because that person cheated on me and did really horrific things, you know, that I won't go into. But that person, you know, that karmic that I was with at the time, they were just doing the job that they obviously came to this lifetime to do. The lessons that I needed to learn, things that I had perhaps witnessed in childhood that I had remained unhealed. So when my twin came along, there was a big old trigger point where I was like, whoa, no, this is not happening again. I'm not repeating a cycle. So, you know, sometimes twins tend to come in when you've had a level of trauma or something difficult has occurred in your life. So you may know that your twin perhaps had a bad breakup before you met them, or vice versa. So I feel there's something there in the healing process that will eventually bring you together. Now, when this magnet the chaser puts all that care, devotion, and attention onto their life's purpose path and onto themselves, that's when you change the frequency in this magnet. And then this magnet here, which is the runner, they are sort of encouraged to change their frequency as well. Because remember, you're always going to match no matter where you go. Okay, there's only one twin in each lifetime. So I feel it's really important to recognize that magnet comes closer and closer and closer until such time as you've got a match. So I'm going to move on with the cards now with respect, but I hope that gives some sort of clarity. It's only a very brief discussion about it. It's so much more intense than that, and you can probably feel that already, my beautiful Scorpio. But there's so much online about it, so I'm sure you're going to be able to find out about it there too. Never wait for your twin. When the moment is right, the universe will orchestrate a meeting between you and them to come back together in union, okay? Now, your first card there is the key. So to some degree, you are doing a lot of soul searching. You know that this person is your destiny, but also I feel like you want answers. You're looking for the why. Why did this person do this? Why has this person denied their feelings? How is it that you have such a deep connection with this person that is so intense, that almost like a psychic bond where you just know this person and they just know you? How is it that you're separate? Also, there's two keys here. I hope you can see that. You probably can't. I'm going to bring it right up to the camera there. There's actually two keys there, and they're cut the same. So you know that there is a familiarity about this person. You know that they are deep down, to some degree, they are the same as you, but they're just less spiritually evolved. You may have even had sometimes like a conversation where you joked, like, has anyone ever seen us in the same room together? Because you're so alike, but at the same time, there's different parts of you that have not almost like caught up with each other there. Now, of course, number 33, when you reduce it, 3 plus 3 is 6, which is the number of the lovers. Okay, so I feel like you know that this person has the key to your heart, but it's almost like you want to just snatch that key back and say, no, I'm not dealing with this anymore. Because the Four of Swords, to me, it's telling me that you've withdrawn, that you're healing from this process because it has been difficult. And with the Page of Wands there, some of you, you know, you want to be bold and daring and step outside of the twin flame dynamic because you've had enough. You know that the chemistry is off the charts with this person, but at the same time, you can't do this anymore. It's too painful. You know, the Four of Swords tells me, you know, you're in the next stages after the Three of Swords, which is heartbreak, you know, disappointment, sadness. So I feel like you've withdrawn in order to heal yourself, in order to focus on you. I want you to be aware that you are protected during this time. The Four of Swords means you're protected and redirected towards your goals, your dreams, because the Page of Wands is all about your passions. It's about your life's purpose, your mission. It's about venturing forward and doing something for you. So I mean, I am picking up a very strong energy that my beautiful Scorpios will hear from their twin within the next 6 weeks. There is going to be a flirtatious message that comes in, okay? And to some degree with the Four of Swords, now you are going to do what you want to do, but when you receive this message, I see you not really responding to this. Definitely not straight away, okay? There's a waiting period is what I see here. I feel like there's this energy of, after all this time of silence, you come in with that message. So I feel it's one of those messages that have been sent to provoke a reaction. So this tells me that your twin is still a little bit immature in their energy, but we will get onto that in a moment. Now, this is a card of revelation. So I also feel that, you know, you're having lots of breakthrough moments because in silence comes wisdom. And I feel a lot of you are very deep thinkers and you are really delving deep into this connection to work out the motivations and, you know, work out how you're going to process this and move forward. But also, you know, the key indicates breakthrough. So I feel it's almost like you've both waited it out. Okay, because I feel there's this energy of this person, you know, and I'm going to pull a card on it because I am getting a percentage of my beautiful Scorpios who are connected to a twin who is either married or in a relationship with a karmic. So I have to acknowledge that and pull a card on it. I'll do that right now. Okay, not every Scorpio is dealing with a twin who is in a relationship, but we've got the, you know, the tree there and we've got the Four of Wands. So this can indicate that this person, to some degree, had an attachment with somebody else and, you know, it made them feel very uncertain in love. okay? So I feel this may be somebody that they were attached to when you first met, and it's someone who either damaged them in some way. I feel deep down this person is actually really loyal, but something in their experiences have made them really question loyalty and question trusting love, because love equates as pain to this person. Hangman. This person, yeah, I feel it's like stalemate. It's like waiting it out. This person, I feel like they've promised themselves after a damaging experience that they are waiting to settle down. They're not like in a rush to do that. Can you show me what went before meeting my beautiful Scorpio? What went before in this twin flame connection? The Six of Wands and the Chariot card. So, I mean, this person, there is ego there, okay? I feel like they get a lot of attention, and I feel with the Chariot card, they were always like on the move. They were very focused on their career. Even if you're retired now, I feel this person was all about, you know, success. Ace of Wands, it was like passion. They weren't looking to fall in love when they met you, that's for sure. Yeah, I just wanted the clarification of it, and there it is. The Five of Cups. This person has loved and lost, but they'd be hard-pressed to admit that. This person, you know, it's almost like whatever this person experienced, they don't want to talk about it, they don't like to delve in it, but it has influenced the way they operate in love, okay? So this person, they've loved before, they've been in a high-level commitment, and I feel they were very disappointed, let down. And again, I'm not here to give anyone an excuse, because they're also letting you down by not, you know, communicating how they're feeling or what they're going through. They've just detached is what I'm feeling. So as you can see with the Five of Cups, it means this person regrets how they've dealt with this relationship, but a previous experience almost discouraged them from diving deep into love, okay? But love came along when they met you, and they were not expecting it. As you can see, this figure is not expecting love to show up, and I feel that's the way this person was dealing with things. I actually feel after a heartbreak, your person launched themselves into being successful, and their idea of being successful was to get revenge on the past person, okay? So I feel this person, you know, they were more about showing the other person, I don't need you, I don't love you, because they were really wounded, okay? So this person was caught up in that narrative when you first met. And I feel this person took a lot of that baggage into the twin flame connection, but you were there to trigger this person to really look at those wounds to try and heal them. Now, I just want you to be aware that the first pile, of course, is your pile, second pile is your person's pile, and the third pile is your person's pile outcome, and the fourth pile is your outcome, okay? So I just want you to be aware of the dynamics. I'll push that over there. With the Page of Wands, you know, I feel like, you know, you have such a passionate, intense heart. You are someone who is really loyal. When you get the Page of Wands, it means that you mate for life, okay? When you give your heart, you mate for life. There's so much loyalty and fidelity there, but also you're a friend. You know, you raise a person up, and you were looking for commitment, and I feel like you offered that level of commitment there. Also, you're someone who is super exciting to be with. You're someone who is really passionate, and, you know, I feel like you knew that this was love. Right from the beginning, you knew that this person was your twin, but also I feel to some degree you weren't looking for a project in a person. I feel it's really kind of shocked you that it's gone this way. But also some of you, with the Page of Wands, some of you who have actually just heard from your person or are about to hear from your person, it's going to be a very flirtatious message. But I feel part of you is like, no, you don't get to come back in and talk to me like that. You come to me in a better energy. But this person, again, that's why I say they're not fully mature yet. They're coming in with a message that they feel will push your buttons to get a reaction, because they feel that under the current circumstances, if they message you something, you're not going to react, or you're not going to reach out, or you're not going to message, because this person has waited it out. They've been thinking you're going to message them, and you're like, hell no, I'm not messaging you. And they're like, well, I'm not messaging you. And we've got two people at a stalemate currently. And I feel you've done the messaging. You've done the reaching out. And I feel like the answers that you were seeking, you didn't get. And sometimes it's really hard to acknowledge that we can ask those questions and never receive a true answer. you know, I feel like this person has been honest with you. They've got the dog there as the outcome, which means they are loyal. They are, you know, a twin flame. They are like a soulmate energy. This person, I feel like they don't really know about twin flames. They may have heard about it, but they feel more that you are their soulmate. You are the other half of them is what they feel. But I feel one of the lessons that you and this person are meant to learn is that you are whole all by yourself. And to feel that someone is your other half, it means part of you is missing. So I feel that this person has to learn to be independent. They have to learn unconditional love. And I feel they want to reunite with you. That's like obvious here. They've got a Four of Wands, which is to reunite. And this is how they feel about you. But right now, I feel like you are discovering your passions. You're really connecting to your life's purpose path. And you didn't want to have to go for someone new. But I feel some of you, if you haven't met someone new already, you're certainly contemplating going for someone new because you feel life is too short to keep going round and round in circles in this. But remember, what is meant for you will never pass you by. And when the moment is right, you will be brought together, is what I see there. Now, we do have the Four of Swords for you, my beautiful Scorpio. Four of Swords is healing, of course, but it is also time for a break. And I feel like you're on that break and you are taking care of your own needs. You're focusing all that love, that care, that devotion on yourself. And it's been really hard to do that. You tend to be naturally someone who neglects your own needs, not on purpose. It's just that you're so busy. You have a lot going on. Also, you feel a level of responsibility where you're always helping people that you truly care about, your inner circle. So I feel a lot of you are starting to recognize that you need to take stock of looking after yourself a little bit better. There is what I'm being given. Don't shoot the messenger when I say this. I'm a Scorpio too, so I totally understand that message. But the Four of Swords is a period of solitary energy where you are protected in order to deepen your faith, deepen your spirituality, really connect to your higher self. And I feel, you know, it is an energy of peace of mind. Okay, I just get this sense of, well, I'm getting two things actually. I feel some of you have worried that this connection is not going to move forward, but I feel like it was like almost destroying your mind with overthinking. So you've had to take a step back to protect your heart and protect the sanctity of your mind. And I feel now you're in this like calmer equilibrium, or you're trying to be in that space. And whenever you hear from your twin, it almost like activates that feeling again, this fight or flight mode because of what has happened there. So I see that you've withdrawn. Even though you know that this person is your twin, it's a very difficult thing to do, but I feel like you're in a protective measure right now, protecting your heart and focusing on your passions, your true calling in life. Now, your person, we've got the tree. So this is something that your person has experienced right from the very beginning, what it means to love, the foundation of love. This is something that is deeply rooted in their family lineage, okay? So this person may have witnessed parents divorcing or parents or guardians separating, or a turbulent upbringing there. But also, this is about this person, they need more grounding. So I feel one of the things that your person has had to do in this lifetime is break a karmic cycle that has been going on in their family tree for quite some time. So it could be that their parents or guardians cheated, or there's just like a misalignment energy about your twin. And this is their foundation of what it meant to love, by witnessing those around them as they were children of what love is. So I feel there's a very, I don't want to say toxic, but there's a very uncertain energy. Like it just feels like love doesn't go anywhere, or love equates to pain, or love is not healthy, is what I feel this person has grown up with. And whilst it's not their story or their narrative, I feel it has influenced the way that they operate in love going forward. And it's something that they've had to heal. Now, with number 5, this is the Hierophant energy. So as I said, some of my beautiful Scorpios out there, they may have taken a karmic, okay, or thought about taking a karmic. But this person, if they're with a karmic, I'm going to pull a card on that because I feel like this person, they're leaving this person, okay? I don't like to really get into that sort of dynamic or that message, but I feel like they're not happy there, okay? And I feel, because they've got the 4 of Cups there, which means it's not what they're looking for, okay? Okay, let me see. Yeah. Yeah, they're going to leave this person, or this person is leaving them. There is going to be a separation, okay? I feel this could be, you know, a divorce as well if they're in a high-level commitment with this person, but they're separating because this person is not happy, and the karmic is also not happy as well. Remember, the karmic has feelings too, so I feel it's really important to recognize that this person and the person that they are with, there's a lot of damage done in this relationship, and it is breaking apart. Okay, so I'm just going to move away with respect from that, because I'm getting like, it's not a high percentage. I feel the majority of the energy that I'm connecting to in this Scorpio reading, your twin does not have anybody else. They're in a solitary energy. They're just very confused about what it is that they are meant to be doing in life, as well as love, okay? So I'm going to disconnect from any of those beautiful Scorpios who have a twin who has a karmic, and I'm going to move on to the majority energy that I have here, but we've already like confirmed that the karmic and the twin is going to separate. So we'll move on from that. Now, the tree actually represents stability, okay? Trying to make themselves comfortable. This person, they're a very private person, this person. So a lot of their energy is off limits. But I feel that's something that you actually like about this person because you respect that level of privacy. However, some of you may have wondered, does this person have a secret? Well, I don't feel like this person has a secret. I just feel like they've been trying to almost like cover up pain. You know, there's a level of bravado about this person where they don't like anybody to see them, you know, being emotional or opening themselves up and saying, yeah, I was really hurt or damaged by a previous experience, because they feel it is a weakness when actually it's a strength to own it. And they may have tried to explain it to you, or they may have confided in you, but the depth of feeling goes deeper. And I feel like you intuitively know that. So I feel you understand that level about them. I mean, this pile is how they feel about you. They see you and them married. They see you joining their family lineage. They see a healthy relationship in the future, but they recognize they need to be grounded before they can offer that. Remember, number 5 is the Hierophant, which is you know, an expectation. It is about a tradition. It's about the sanctity of marriage. And, you know, that this person, it's like they feel like they have to conform to something that they were potentially against because of previous experiences. But when they met you, they were like, you are the person they want to settle down with. But I feel they got scared because at the root, we've got the 2 of Swords here, which means this person is very sort of like cautious. This person, they are... it's almost like there's a level of duality about this person where one minute they're completely committed, they're all in, and then fears get the better of them. But what I'm actually being given right now is a very... Okay, I'm really going to have to... It's almost like giving me a bit of a migraine, this song. One moment, please. I'm just going to get into this. Okay, it doesn't have any lyrics. It's a theme tune of something. Okay. This is really interesting. Right, okay, if I'm being given an image with it as well. So I'm seeing someone like standing up against a raging fire, almost like presenting themselves in confidence, like you're going to take on the fire. So it could be that this person is actually, you know, embracing their passions, or is having the strength to face up to how they feel about you and own it. So it could be that. But this song, you know, it's from that film, very famous film, Requiem for a Dream. I think it's like Clint Mansell who sings that song, or, you know, there's no song, there's no words in it actually. So it's like instrumental. So Clint Mansell potentially like wrote that song, created that song. You know, it's a very famous film. Now, I can't really remember exactly what it's about, but I'm getting an energy of like addictions. Okay, so maybe this person had addictions when you first met this person, or they were numbing pain. It can indicate they were doing something to numb pain. But I mean, that song, it's instrumental. There's lots of like very intense like violins or cellos or something. Now, of course, if I think about the actual title of it, Requiem for a Dream, that can be that there's like a lamenting, a mourning memories. So I feel this could be that they're mourning memories with you, or maybe you are mourning memories with them. You may even hear this song in the next like coming weeks that indicate this person is going to reach out if they haven't already. But I mean, if you think about it, a requiem is, and I'm not, you know, very religious in my readings, you know, this is not about religion, this is about the energy that I can feel coming through, but it can be like a mass that is said for someone who has passed, or it could be like cutting someone off, or it could be, you know, saying goodbye to very like difficult experiences. So I'm just picking up that energy, and when it's connected with that heart that was on fire, and now I'm seeing, you know, this person standing up against a raging fire, I feel this person is doing some real processing and saying goodbye to some very difficult emotions in order to open themselves up to more happiness. So I feel this is like your twin's inner battle against either their emotions or addictions or something, you know, is what I'm coming up against. So yeah, I'm going to leave that there, but it was very like overwhelming. So I feel perhaps even their feelings have been overwhelming, and they are creating grounding at this time by facing, you know, having an awakening, not avoiding out of fear anymore. I'm going to move on. The Four of Wands actually means to reunite. So I feel that this person, you know, they see you and them settling down, and I feel this person, they may reach out asking you to go out with them for a drink, or you know, to catch up, you know. So it may even be like a very sort of frivolous message, and that's why you're going to be like, excuse me, you know, I'm not just like a friend and having a catch up. So, but I feel deep down, this person has sent it in order to get a response from you, okay? But the Four of Wands, you know, as you can see there's like a fox, okay, there, and there's two little birds nesting in the tree. So I feel at the root of this person's energy, they have trust issues. I feel this person, either they have felt very hesitant about getting into love because they feel it means they're exposed in some way, but I feel they want to nest with you, but at the root, there's this energy of mistrust, or, you know, not feeling safe is what I see there with this person. But we've already discussed that energy. Thanks so much. I'm truly grateful. So strange. I'm getting this energy of this person. They've lived their life feeling that love is a trap. So either they felt trapped in a relationship in the past, or someone trapped them in some way. I'm not really sure what that means. So I'm going to move away from the energy, but it just came out. So I have to acknowledge it there. This may be something that they have told you about, or they've felt. But I mean, Four Wands indicates this person, they are sort of like wanting to embrace more fun in life. They are making, you know, a togetherness energy their priority at this time. And I feel like they're going to reach out for a reunion because, you know, look up the meanings of the cards. I always give you the meanings of the cards as well as the energy that comes out. Four Wands, you know, can be like almost like a homecoming, coming home to where they feel like they belong. And this is how they feel about you. So I feel they may reach out to try and reunite with you. I mean, Four Wands is literally to reunite and to reconnect, you know, reignite that spark is what I'm seeing there. And this person, what's on their mind, you know, the outcome energy as well, it tells me this person, they're in love with you, okay? So even though there's a separation period, because you've got that Two of Swords there as well, you know, it's stalemate. This person, I'm going to pull a card on this Two of Swords here because this indicates an energy of silence, of course, of really trying to, you know, utilize their other intuitive gifts. So, you know, when a person is blindfold, you know, that indicates that they're actually going deep and they're trying to feel their way through stuff. You know, the Two of Swords is all about discovering uncharted territory. So this person, they're very guarded, the swords are up, so they feel hesitant because they may get hurt, but at the same time, they want to try to move through it and, you know, come out the other side. So they may feel cautious, but at the same time, their overarching energy is they want to settle down. They want to plant roots with you. So let me just see what's going on there with that Two of Swords. Can you please show me that Two of Swords for my beautiful Scorpio? What do they need to know about this person's energy in their Two of Swords? What do they need to see for their highest good? Okay. I feel with the Two of Swords, this person has been pushing their problems, their fears into a little drawer where they just don't pay any attention to them. It's like, you know what, I'm going to ignore that. I'm going to ignore that. Every time a fear got raised within a connection or a friendship or in a work environment, whatever, I feel this person's gone, nope, not dealing with it, just putting it there, just going to, and then the twin flame dynamic is to trigger those things, so they have to face them. And I feel that's what the fear was with this person. This person always fears, they want to reunite, but I feel this person always fears that either, you know, you're very attractive or you've got someone else. I feel, you know, they see you as highly attractive, right? This person, first of all, they got the Page of Swords. And, you know, these are aspects of self as well as people. So I'm going to pull another card just to see, you know, if there's other people involved here, because it could be like something a friend told them that influenced, you know, third party doesn't always mean cheating. It can mean that someone said something like, wow, you know, you and that Scorpio, wow, that Scorpio is way too good for you. Or, you know, how did you bag a Scorpio like that? And they're like, yeah. And it starts them thinking, oh my gosh, you know, what do I have to offer Scorpio? Because when you get pages, it tends to mean they feel like they don't have what it takes to keep you. You know, the Page of Swords actually means that they keep thinking about you, that they check you out online sometimes if your online presence is there for them to see. This person, you know, they are someone who is a very deep thinker, but they are investigating, okay, because they feel like there's more to this than meets the eye. And we've also got the Page of Pentacles here. So I feel this person, they want to step up. They actually feel with the Judgment card and the King of Wands. I mean, you're presenting as Queen of Wands there as the outcome. So this person, I mean, they are very passionate about you. They feel like you are a powerful match. However, with a Page of Pentacles showing up, they know that, you know, no matter how much effort they made, they feel they still have very little to offer you. They're someone who is a realist. Okay, so they feel like either you're going to get bored of them or, you know, you're going to see them for who they are and what they have to offer, and then you'll leave. Sometimes, I always say this, human beings are so complex, you know, when they feel like they may lose a person, in order to remain in power or have the power in some way, or, you know, keep their ego intact, they actually push people away, rather than, you know, take the courage to have that conversation and say, look, I'm feeling really exposed here. But we do have the Judgment card, which means second chances. This person, they are also meant to focus on their calling, but they're also at like a fork in the road in their life right now where they want to reach up. They want to step up. But in order to do that, they need to really face some things, and they also need to get rid of anything that's been holding them back, and that includes fear. Because we do have that King of Wands, which indicates this person is evolving to become the person who is strong enough to walk by your side, okay? But I feel it has taken a while. And looking at your energy, I feel like you don't really want to wait anymore. I feel like you actually want to get out there. And this person, they are connected to you with a very intense bond. You have a cord that connects you both. So when you withdraw, this person feels you withdraw. If you get into a new relationship, because we've got a Page of Wands here, this is an indication that some of you could be talking to somebody new or have new interests there, a chemistry between you and someone new. They can feel it. So I feel this person, you know, they are going to come and step up. Your twin is going to step up. However, I just want to clarify why there is two pages and a King of Wands. Are these aspects of self, or are these... Because the main energy I'm getting from this is I feel this person's friends are saying, you know, because they've seen this person's like behavior over the last like couple of months or years, that this person, it's almost like their friends are saying, go on, just go for it. What are you waiting for? Because they have not seen how their words have influenced this person and how they now operate in love. High Priestess. Some of you may be dealing with a Virgo or an Aquarius, or even like an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn. Of course, I've mentioned Virgo there, or even an Aries, because there's Scorpio, Aries. I mean, this person may also have Scorpio in their chart as well. But, you know, with the High Priestess, that indicates these are aspects of self, the psyche, okay? That's what that card indicates there. So this person, it's almost like they're in between worlds. So what the stages are for this person, They can't stop thinking of you. They keep looking back. No matter where they go in the world or what experiences they're having, they're always comparing it to you. And then, of course, they've got the offer. They come in and they say, you know what, I really want to be with you. I don't have much to offer, but, you know, I'm going to make an effort. And then we've got the Judgment card where it's like now they have to really face things, okay? The Judgment card can be a death of ego. It can be about surrendering to the process. So I feel then that's when the person has a choice and they need to really face things, or they start to run away. And that's when they start to get a little bit scared. It becomes overwhelming. And I feel, you know, this person does want to step up. The King of Wands indicates this person is going to influence some sort of action between you and this person. In the next 6 weeks is what I feel. And I feel this person, they're learning to mature, to step up. So their outcome energy, as you can see it, they've got the dog, okay? The dog represents soulmate or twin flame. It also represents, loyalty, settling down, companionship, but also it's number 18, which means the fears are still present. This person, they still feel a little bit uncertain, but I feel like they're going to face those fears and try and overcome them in order to come towards you. Because this person, I feel like, you know, no matter what, they're drawn back to you. And we do have that 4 cups there. This person, I feel they expected this relationship would have gone a different way, and they feel to some degree disappointed with the way it has gone. But also I feel that because you didn't come forward as well, I feel, you know, they have been a little bit discouraged. They're a little bit scared that when they reach out that you're actually going to turn them down. But I feel they're going to overcome that feeling in order to come towards you. I mean, the 4 cups literally means surprise, you know, feeling unfulfilled and recognizing that they had, a gift when they had you, my beautiful Scorpio. And I feel like, you know, this can represent like a missed opportunity. So I do feel that, you know, other people are interested in this person, but I feel like they just keep thinking back to you. Okay, that's the energy that I'm getting from this 4 of Cups. And also, I mean, this is the outcome with you. Okay, so it's not an outcome with anybody else. It's an outcome with you and their dynamic. And they've also got the Ace of Cups. So the 4 Cups indicates they're going to try and surprise you. Okay, I feel also that this person is worried that you're going to refuse them. But also I feel, you know, I feel like they're really like coming to terms with the fact that they feel nothing for anybody else or any situation. They need to lead with love right now. So that Ace of Cups indicates they're coming forward to start again. So I feel the way that they start this is going to be a little bit like clumsy, let's put it that way, because I feel it's going to be a flirtatious message at first, which you may feel has no substance. And you're like, So I feel this person will then start to reveal a little bit more. Remember, actions speak louder than words. I mean, looking at your chart, the energy, the outcome, it tells me there's love here, but there must be reciprocity. There must be balance. And this person has been a little bit off kilter for some time. They're actually a very chaotic person. With this Ace of Cups there, I feel this person wants to prove their love. They want to start again. They have a lot of emotions for you. I feel like the cup of love starts with the self first. And I feel this person has been doing the work they've been avoiding for quite some time. Now, your energy, we've got the Ship. You want to take the journey of life and love with this person, but it's been so turbulent. Your emotions are up and down at this moment. You know, the water tends to represent the emotions, the feelings, and they may be fluctuating. You know, you want to be with this person, you love this person, but at the same time, you're like, how can I trust that this person is not going to do it again? The Ship actually represents taking that journey. Okay, but also it means an energy of, you know, distance. Okay, and that there's movement and change. So you are going to see a change in this relationship, but you get to decide whether you want to connect to this person at this time or whether you still want to watch and wait and see if this person truly steps up with actions as well. It's number 3, so that indicates that you are in Empress mode, male or female, not a gender-specific reading. It's about the energy. So that means it's a time of nourishment for you. It's about calming your emotions, but it's also about adhering to your own needs and not neglecting them. So a lot of self-care going on there for you as well. And recognizing that actually you're very attractive. You know, you have a lot of potential to attract somebody, a suitor. You want your twin. because you want a destined relationship. With the keys there, it indicates, you know, you're not just going to fall in love with anybody, you know, you're waiting for the one, and you met the one in the twin flame dynamic. And that's why it's so difficult to detach yourself from that level of passion and intensity that you know. Now, don't get me wrong, a soulmate is coming in for you if you haven't met someone new already. I feel like there is going to be someone presented to you very, very shortly, and you may have to decide between a twin and somebody new, but that's your call, okay? Again, I always say actions speak louder than words. We have the Six of Pentacles, which means you're going to be surprised. The universe is sending you a surprise. This is like a surprise from your twin that they're going to reach out. And I feel like whenever I get a Six of Pentacles and it's connected to a twin flame connection, it normally means meeting up and having like a dinner or coffee or something, or even like walking in the park. Okay, I'm actually hearing another song. Okay. Okay, I'm just hearing a moment in the soul can last forever. Now, I can't really locate those lyrics, but the tune of it actually sounds like Whitney Houston's Didn't We Almost Have It All? So, yeah, I'm going to have to look that up for sure, because I can't, you know, sometimes I listen to these songs and I'm like, wow, it's really powerful, but the chorus kind of like takes my soul, and I remember the chorus and some, like maybe even the beginning of the song, but not all of the song, not all of the lyrics. So I'll have to look that up. But the Six of Pentacles there indicates that, you know, there has to be reciprocity, but also I feel you tend to be an overgiver, my beautiful Scorpio, when you get this card. So I feel like there's an energy here of, I don't feel like you're going to be breadcrumbing them, but I feel like you're going to be very hesitant to get back involved with this. And, you know, to have that song, you know, A Moment in the Soul Can Last Forever, it indicates, you know, this person has marked your soul, but the song is actually called, if I'm right, Didn't We Almost Have It All? It's like, for some of you, I feel you think it's completely over. You can't go back to that. Like, you nearly made it, but it didn't quite work out. So some of you, I feel really hesitant about that, okay? But I will pull a card on it. We have the Queen of Wands there. Now, this is about you being very attractive, having a lot of magnetism, okay? So if you do meet up with this person, because these two cards, you know, can really indicate that you meet up with this person and you are looking fine. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, you're having a major glow up, and they're going to be like, wow. It's like you're going to be on best form. You're going to really show them what they were missing out on, is what I see there if you decide to meet up with this person. But equally, I feel like you've been building confidence and you've decided that you're only going to go where you feel truly happy. And if this person keeps making you second guess or makes you feel alone in this connection, I feel like you're done. Okay, the Four of Swords is like you've grieved a part of yourself with this connection, and you're not sure if you can really open yourself up to that again. So I feel like you have a decision to make. I mean, the Queen of Wands literally means a soul connection, as well as like getting out there and mingling with new people, that you're attracting a lot of attention at this time, but also you're leading with your passions. So I feel like you are in a very powerful position at this moment, even though you may not feel like it. So I feel like you have a decision to make. I'm just going to pull one more card, and this is going to be like something that both of you really need to think about at this time. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Sorting through the baggage. Ten of Wands, how heavy things have got, that you're both exhausted with denying this connection. The Ten of Wands is like, you're just so like done with this. You're overloaded with so many things that went on in this connection. And basically, sorting through the past is a must. Because if you're both going to carry that around with you, then it's not going to move forward. And I feel this more speaks to your twin, that they have had a lot of baggage that they need to sort through, but they're nearly there. You know, both of you are very strong people, and you've been through a lot in different ways, and there's a lot of pressure there. But I feel there's an energy here of having to really set down the stuff from the past and say, look, this is who I am. take me as I am. Yeah, there's a lot of things that came with me, fears, insecurities, trust issues, but we can work through this. But it must be laid on the table for everybody to see before you can sort through the stuff. So I feel that's a fair kind of assessment of what both of you perhaps need to do. Now, of course, I'm not here to give anyone an excuse or say they did this, you did that, or anything like that. I'm here to try and understand, the energy before I can understand the outcome. I'm just going to go get that card before I go forward. One moment, please. Okay, my beautiful Scorpio, sorry about that. I just need to get that card. So first we've got, I need to trust the way I feel. That's an interesting one because I feel, as I said, this person, they have very deep feelings for you, but they have witnessed some things or experienced some things in their past, and their emotions fluctuate because of fears. We are healing and learning with all of this. Okay, so again, that really connects to that 10 of Wands that came out. They want me to go one more, so I will. These are just messages of things that perhaps have been left unsaid. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Scorpio? What else do they need to know? I wish I had the courage to be honest. Now, looking at the person's energy, they got the dog there, which tells me this person actually is honest with what they say. However, I feel this person has had this level of bravado to cover over their feelings of hurt, their feelings of disappointment, their feelings of pain, and even uncertainty. If they had just come to you and said, you know what, I've been through a lot and I really want to open to this love because it is intense and I've never felt anything like it before. However, I just need time to get over this experience that I had. But this person at the time, they were holding on to this level of security within you. I've said this before, my beautiful Scorpio, you are the lighthouse in this person's storm, but they actually want to come to you in a different energy where they don't need you as the lighthouse. They want to be able to be stable before they can come to you, and then things can develop in reciprocity. So I do feel that from this person's energy. Just going to go and get a trinket or rune before we close. Thank you so much for it, guys. Oh, we've only got one. And we got the Strength Rune, okay? So, as you can see there, it's Ox, the Strength Rune. Felt that you and this person are really strong people. You got the 10 of Wands there. So you've been through a lot. Also, there may be something about this person's health that they may tell you about that's coming through there briefly. I mean, I feel like they're healing, but I feel it's one of the things that have really made them think about what's going on in their life and how they want to settle down and, not avoiding their feelings anymore. Sometimes we can repress feelings and it can actually make us unwell as well there. I feel this is something that has happened to this person. I mean, it is the Ox Rune, and the traditional kind of sentence is stubborn as an ox. Okay, so I feel like this person has taken a long time to learn some lessons and to open themselves up to their spiritual path. But I feel there is change here. So, and it is a positive change because your outcome cards actually, are a very interesting dynamic and it can work. So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in that reading for you, my beautiful Scorpio. If it does, please like and subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Also, look out for that image of a heart that's completely inflamed. It could be on a billboard. It could be on a reel. It could be like a logo of a company, or maybe someone you may walk past someone with a tattoo of it. So it is a sign or a symbol that this person, your twin, wants to reignite passions. Also listen out for those songs. I'm going to check out if it's a Whitney Houston one, but check out those songs because I feel, or listen out for them actually, because I feel you're going to hear them, and it's an indication that the dynamic of your twin flame connection is about to take a major change. Okay, so I'll leave it there. Thank you so much, and love and light.